Hello, my name is Georgia Spalding, and I am the principal of Evergreen Elementary School, home of the Wildcats. And last year, I was selected as the Columbus County Schools Principal of the Year. What an honor. But I remember thinking, why do I deserve this recognition over anyone else in this room? To me, as I stood at that podium and I looked across the room, I saw a room full of dedicated, caring, knowledgeable teachers, principals, and some retired educators. It has been a wonderful year to represent Columbus County Schools as Principal of the Year. And as we close out this school year, I would like to leave all of you with just a few things to think about. First, as an educator, the first objective that you need to do is to be sure that you take care of yourself. When you notice that your truck is running out of fuel, you need to be sure to pull over and get some gas. Stop, rest, refuel. If you do not learn to take care of yourself as an educator, you cannot help take care of the teachers, the staff members, and if you are a teacher, you can't help take care of the students in your class. So number one, be sure that you stop and rest. This has been a very challenging year. As you go into the summer, be sure that you learn ways to refuel. Be sure that you learn ways to reflect on what all we have faced throughout this school year. Reflection provides you with a source to be able to find those different things that you were not able to face while you were going through the midst of the confusion and the chaos. So, be sure that you stop and take time for yourself. Secondly, the other thing that I thought about that I want to share with you is that you've got to be sure to love your people. Care for them. If you're a teacher in the classroom, the number one thing your students need to know is that you care about them. Because when they realize that you care, the relationship is built, things change, and you will find that students will work hard for whatever the prize might be. If you set high expectations for them, if they realize that you truly care and love them, they will work hard to reach those expectations. And to the principals, to our fellow administrators, the teachers in the building, the staff members in the building need to know that you care about them. Because when they realize that you care about the job that they're doing and you respect the job that they're doing, whether it be teaching in the classroom or as a custodian or cafeteria worker, regardless of what the job may be, when they realize that you care and you respect the job that they are doing, then they too will go the extra mile. They will be willing to come to school every day and not just put in 100%, but they will be willing to put in over that 100%. And the last thing that I want to talk to you about is, as we look back through the years, there have been many different forms of education. But in a way, we can wrap it all up in one year here in Columbus County. Back in October, we went from what we knew of as the 21st century, dealing with computers and teaching children about technology use and working with them, integrating technology, to nothing. No computers, no internet, not even telephones. And in a moment's notice, our teachers of Columbus County, our administrators, they came together and worked as a team. Teachers immediately changed the way of their teaching from technology to old school, to running off papers, to providing hands-on activities, to coming up with games that had been long past because we had switched over to using technology. And as the internet came back up and we kind of got back to our ways of 21st century learning, we ended the school year with COVID-19 pandemic with teaching using only technology. Within a moment's notice, we went from March 13th being in school on that Friday to March 15th, teachers collaborating, working together to develop online lessons, to reach out to students to say, hey, I'm going to be there. I still care for you. I love you. Although we're not in school, I miss you and I love you. And I'm still going to be your teacher. Teachers not only used technology to reach their students, to educate them, but it was the use of technology that allowed many of our students and teachers to maintain those relationships that are so important. So with the obstacles that we have run into through the year, I would like to leave you with one last thing. Wherever you are, be there. Grow where you are planted. Right now, we are living in a world of unknown. We don't know if school will open back up in August. We don't know what the governor may decide to do. But regardless of if it's face-to-face, in person, and students returning back to school, staggered days, socially distanced, or if it is students returning back to school online through virtual learning, be sure that you are there. Be sure that you grow and you learn from the experiences. And each day that you put into education and working with students, be sure that you grow a little bit each day and you grow where you are planted. Because as we work with our students, as we work with the children, we have to remember that they are our future. We've got to know, we've got to be sure that we show them that we love them. We've got to be sure that they know how much we care. Thank you.
Hello, this is Robin Gore.
And Linda Taylor.
And we're from CCCA.
And we're here to tell you why Mr. Powell, our principal, should be the Principal of the Year this year.
Linda, how does Mr. Powell support our staff?
Mr. Powell has been in the education business for over 40 years. With this, he has brought his wisdom and his education that he has learned over the years to us here at the CCCA.
How he supports students. I'll answer that question. He brings that same wisdom and that same caring to each of his interactions with all of our students. How is he a great leader?
Now, we both can answer that. He's active in his community.
He's active in his church.
And he brings it back here to the school.
He sure does. He has really made this past couple of years at CCCA very wonderful. His wisdom has been very inspiring to us, and we will deeply miss him.
We sure will.
When he goes away to Chadbourne Elementary School.
But we will keep with us his good thoughts and his prayers.
All right.
Thank you.
Derek Boyd, potentially Principal of the Year. He's an all-around likable person. He's fair. He's honest. He understands kids. He will listen and allow you on the decision-making process in the school, which makes a difference when you have faculty input. He's a great leader because he values everyone's opinion, and as a staff, we work together as a team. It's not just Derek only, it's Derek and the team, or Mr. Boyd and the team. He recognizes and appreciates you as a teacher, and he understands that as a teacher you need mental support, and he gives you that mental support and sometimes the physical support. He recognizes you as a teacher, and he also understands that as a teacher we have family outside of school, not just our school family, but we have our personal family, and sometimes we need extra support mentally and physically for things that are going on in your family outside of school. He recognizes that and supports you in that. And these characteristics make Mr. Boyd a great person, a great individual, and someone great to work for. We really value him, and I appreciate everything that he's done and working with us at Hallsboro Middle School.
I am honored to be able to share with you today how I feel about the lady that I believe is the best candidate for Principal of the Year. Kelly Bullard and I have worked together for several years, and she has been both my assistant principal and my principal. When I was offered the chance to come to Tabor City and work with her again, I couldn't say yes fast enough. I already knew that her work ethic, her professionalism, her commitment to staff, parents, students, and community were outstanding, and I was looking forward to working with her again. Miss Bullard takes the time to know her staff, her students, her parents, her community partners, and she works tirelessly alongside them to make our school better every day. She has a smile, she treats everyone with respect, and she clearly shows her calling to lead. She loves and respects the people of Tabor City, and the people of Tabor City love and respect her. I consider Kelly Bullard to be both my friend and my principal. Thank you.
Williams from Columbus County Schools, and we're out tonight to announce our Principal of the Year for 2021 for Columbus County Schools, and we're going to go up and knock on the door and see if they're home. Kelly Bullard, congratulations! Our Principal of the Year for 2021 for Columbus County Schools from Tabor City Middle School, soon to be Tabor City Elementary School.
That's right.
You
Wow.
You have anything you'd like to say?
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. Wow. First of all, what an honor. I'm just overwhelmed right now. This was completely unexpected. We have so many great principals in Columbus County Schools. Everyone is so deserving. So I'm completely caught off guard right now. I'm a little bit in shock. And I'm humbled by being selected to be and serve as our Principal of the Year for this county. Gosh, there are so many emotions that I have right now. So many people that I'd like to thank. First of all, I just want to say thank you, Lord, for directing my path. No one could do this job without Him. Every morning, He helps me put one foot in front of the other. So, first and foremost, I want to give my thanks to Him. Second of all, to my parents, I wouldn't be where I am without them. They have been my biggest cheerleaders. They've made all of this possible. My dad, when I was just probably 8 years old, built me my own schoolhouse. So I have been teaching school since I was 8. I remember when I first got my principal job, and he said, "What are you going to do?" He said, "You've practiced being a teacher all these years. You've never played principal. Are you going to know what to do?" So you get thrown in there and you figure it out quick. But thanks to my parents, to my children, because I have to sacrifice a lot of time that I could be spending with them to spend with my other family, my home away from home. So thanks to them, also to the many mentors that I've had throughout this process. Eddie Beck, he has given me lots of good advice along the way, along with other great principals that I've had the honor of working with. Leslie, Jeff, Georgia, Wendell, just to name a few, Terry. They've all been very influential, and I'm thankful to have had them in my life. I just say to this county that, I'll go and do my best. Wherever you're sending me next, I'll go and represent as well. To the parents in the community, thank you for entrusting your children with me every day. I promise that I will continue to make decisions that are best for our children every single day. Again, just thanks to all of you. I'm blown away. I was not expecting this at all.
Congratulations. It's well deserved. I know you'll represent us well as the Principal of the Year for 2021. We look forward to seeing what you're going to do this next year.
Thank you. I'll do my best.
Good night, everyone.